Alright, what's going on, dudes, and welcome to this week's wonderful vlog. So I'm going to be answering some questions this time around because it's been a super long time since I last did a Q&A, and I've also never actually done one in a vlog like this. So a little while ago, I went on Twitter and Facebook and put the offer out there. Got over 1,000 questions in response, so unfortunately that means I can't actually touch on all of them. However, I do have my lappy top on the top of my lap. Go away, notification. And it has, god damn it, notifications. It has a list of questions on it that I plucked from those thousands, and I'm gonna go over them, and should be good times, man. So, let's start off with the first one, which, like, half of everyone asked me to troll me, but I ain't even mad, and I'm gonna answer it anyway. So that question is, how did you met Mark and Nick? So, well, I'll actually go over the very simple story, which is that about a couple of years ago, a little more than a couple of years ago, about 2.5 years ago, I met C and Anners first, and that was by doing some filming for, it was called Double Feature. It was like half actual skating in real life, and then half Skate 3 gameplay. And then after meeting Adam, just playing games, I met Mark and Nick. And then we became the best of buddies forever. Best of B-O-B-F-Fs. Or B-O-B-F. Best of buddies forever. Totally the story. So, yep, that's how you met Mark and Nick. Cleared the air on that one, didn't we? Alright, so now on to the next question, which is another one lots and lots of people asked, which is, what was the first game you ever played? Now, I'm assuming they mean video game, because first game I ever played, probably like peekaboo with my mom or something like that when I was 6 months old or a day old. I don't even know. I think the first video game I played was a Wario game on Game Boy. I'm having a really hard time remembering for certain. It was something on the original black and white Game Boy, I think. So, anyway, and then the first game that I ever owned, first video game I ever owned was Mega Man on Game Boy Color. I think I got my first console Game Boy when I was like 4.5 or something, and I never looked back from there. Alright, third question. This one was asked by Shan Kick, which is, this is a good one. How has YouTube affected your life in general, and what do you see it doing for you in the future? So, to start off with, back in high school, before I started even doing this at all, I was a super shy, socially awkward dude, and I guess that's sort of why I gravitated towards this in the first place. Interestingly enough, it was because I could search on YouTube and I could find these other people posting their gameplay, narrating over it, and it was a common interest that not really many of the kids in my high school shared. So I sort of gravitated towards that, and then decided I wanted to give it a try for myself, and slowly but surely it just progressed into what it is now. And over that time period, I was able to sort of learn to be a more outgoing person than I was beforehand, because obviously putting yourself in this position, you sort of are forced to adapt and be more outgoing since you are in front of quite an audience of people. So it's actually a good public speaking lesson, and it allowed me to sort of get over a hurdle that I needed to get over, and that's probably the best part about it. And as far as where I see it leading me on into the future, I don't know, man. I couldn't even expected it leading me this far, so it actually, the end of this question actually leads into the next one I have on the list, which is, do I see myself doing what I'm doing this at age 30? And I can't even possibly begin to answer that. I'd certainly like to if the opportunity is still around, but it may very well evolve and adapt into something else. Certainly taking the whole music video thing and going on with that would be awesome as well. I really don't know where it will lead, but who knows? 10 years from now is quite a long time, and we'll just have to take it day by day, I guess. So feel free to join me on the ride. I'll leave it off there. Alright, so next question. why aren't you doing more Crown Conquests or survival games, Hunger Games? I actually wanted to answer this because, funny enough, the 4th survival games map was actually just released like a few days ago. So I'm hoping that we'll do another sort of get-together. I'm not the one that organizes that. That is Cupquake's deal. So hopefully a few days, weeks, I don't know, however long down the road, I will see a message on my Skype about that. But we'll see. That's always really fun to do. And yeah, should make for some fun competitions. And also Crown Conquest was a Yogscast organized thing, and making a map like that again takes lots of effort, and it was its own game mode as well. So I don't know. I'll do those when I'm invited, I guess is the best answer to that question. Okay, next question after that. This is one that is probably on everyone's mind, which is, are you making another Minecraft music video? I don't know, man. You're just gonna have to wait and see on that, aren't you? That's all I'm gonna say. All right, next question. Christopher asks, will you ever consider covering yourself in sparkles while in a captain costume? Well, Christopher, maybe just for you. I don't even know how to answer this one. Maybe as a Halloween thing? I was never actually very keen on dressing up for Halloween, believe it or not. I never, when I was like 5, 6 years old, and everyone in school on Halloween would be dressed up, I would just be in my regular clothes. People would be like, Jordan, what are you? I'd be like, I'm me. I don't like dressing up. I was never into face paint, never into face paint. I don't know what it was about it, but I didn't really dress up all that much. But Christopher, again, maybe just for you, I will make an absolute mess of my room covering myself in sparkles. Yup. Okay, so next question. Tia asked, if you could be any video game character, who would you be? This is a good question, actually, and I'd have to say, fortunately, there have been some Dragon Ball video games, so I'd say Goku, because you're Goku. I mean, why would you not be Goku? Why would you choose anyone else? Because Goku can, like, own anyone ever. So it's like, why would you ever choose any other character ever than that if Goku can just own them? So I'm gonna choose Goku, because that's the only viable answer. Okay, next question. Derek asked, why don't you have a Wikipedia page? Other celebrities do. Well, the first problem with that question is the fact that I'm not a celebrity. But the other part of that is I'm pretty sure that like part of the genius of Wikipedia is the fact that you can make a page if you want to. So I don't know. No one's made a page yet. That's why I don't have one. Anyway, I wanted to move on to just like hitting a bunch of quick questions that are like one-word answers. So that was, I think, the first ones that I've gone over so far. They're more the long-winded answers, but yeah, got a few lightning round questions here. House tour when? Soon. Fish or chicken? Fish, because sushi is awesome. Favorite pizza topping? Pepperoni. What is in your pockets? Nothing is in them, but a laptop is on them. How is your day? It is really fantastic. Thank you for asking. I'm a banana. Would you eat me? As long as you don't have any bruises. Because bananas are delicious, and now you're personifying bananas, so I feel really bad about eating you. Because you're alive, apparently. Okay, what kind of car do you have? Mercedes. Are you going to get Halo 4? Yes. What color are your socks? I'm not wearing any. Are you a duck? I don't think so. And will you do the Gangnam Style dance? Yes.